but there's going to jail. Okay, I get going to jail.
But yeah, this is different.
I get going to jail. I don't get going to jail and not knowing if I'm going to die or get tortured. Right. That's the feeling I can't imagine. Starved to death.
And they're doing this to people in like China and North Korea now. Like the same stuff.
They massacre people every day in Africa. You know, for diamonds or whatever the fuck they do. And you sit there and you go, how can I justify this? You know, look what they did to the Armenians. I was watching a very interesting interview the other day. As much as I may not like him, he took me to some places, and I called the both of you, and both of you didn't answer. Bob, whatever, had on
Bob Costas had
Gene Simmons.
Oh, really?
You told me about him. You told me about the
Holocaust, and he took his mother back. And
Gene Simmons did?
His mother was a Holocaust survivor, raised him by himself. He found his father. Later on, he bought his father a house, but he never talked to his father again. But he goes, it all hit me when he went to Israel.
Yeah.
Because he remembered being a little boy in Israel, how there was no electricity at night. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
Once it got dark, it gets dark. You know?
That's it.
It was just interesting shit. And I sat there going, I can't even imagine going. But I could also imagine surviving the Holocaust and just being a bad motherfucker after that.
You know how many of them, there was some story on how shockingly high percentage of them lived to 100, the Holocaust survivors.
Think about it.
Yeah, they're all like 90s or something.
Yeah,
there's
so many that have hit the 3 digits.
Think about it.
They're just like way more than the other average.
Well, they have to have been strong people to make it through that Holocaust because, I mean, Jesus Christ.
I think it shows the value of a diet low in trans fats.
You know, you have what they did to the Armenians. Who wiped out the Armenians?
Turks. Don't fuck with the Turks.
And are they still at war? Or
Armenian, you bring that up to any Armenian over 50 years old, and they'll spit. The Armenians hate the Turks. They hate the Turks. The younger generation doesn't care as much, but like the old ones do.
Is there a country
Tripoli
Armenia
doesn't really
right
care.
now?
But actually, if you say Tripoli, he'll get a little bit like. Is there a country Armenia? Yeah, I think so. Right?
I don't know.
Lee, you're college educated. I'm a fucking moron.
I know there used to be, but I thought
you think Turkey wiped them out? You think Turkey finished the job?
Let's see.
No, there's got to be an Armenia. I bet Armenia. I bet there's an Armenia.
Oh, no, it's there. Okay.
It's Armenia. I saw the pictures. It's beautiful.
Really?
It's a beautiful country. Beautiful country.
No, because I learned about this in Israel.
Rims everywhere.
I thought they said it was gone.
Mountains.
No, it's there. No, wait. It's like colored in red. Let me look at it. Hold on. Keep talking.
You know Felipe, his buddy, Silent Bob, Rodrigo Torres. He's on Twitter.
Yeah, I know
he
him.
told me one night when I was high, he told me the whole thing. It just freaked me out.
About what?
The whole Armenian, it's not a Holocaust, it's genocide.
They try to kill them all.
Fucking amazing. And every day that happens in Africa somewhere, they try to wipe out a tribe, something.
Wipe them out. They go door to door. Do you ever see Hotel Rwanda? They were going like, oh, these people, we got to kill these people. These people, what are animals?
I don't know how you can live like that. God bless their fucking souls, whatever they are. What's up, Lee? Look at you. Looking good. You got your little blue shirt
super
on.
high.
Oh, okay. I know.
Fucking, this is super high me. This is Lee's favorite little jammy jam.
Rogan was laughing about how high you got.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
like, hey, God, I'm so high.
These edibles don't mess around.
Show me your hand, cocksucker. Let me see your hands.
No, because you put the chocolate away.
He'll palm it.
I've caught him a couple
I've done
times.
it a couple times. Because it's just so much, especially at the ice house. He'll give me one and then another.
That's the only time I ever had to say, I can't drive right now. I gotta.
And you got mad at me for driving. I had to go to work.
I was like, you crazy?
Yeah. Oh,
I was like, nah. I went to Bartnick's for a while, for a few hours. I can't do this right now.
What is the vision that you want your special to be? What?
I want I want you to have a little bit of the experience of what it's like to sit in a show at the Comedy Store. I want to get as close as that as possible.
What room are you doing it in?
The original room.
Okay. Because, I've already said I thought Gerard's special was pretty good. I didn't like how they had the names in color. I thought it was distracting.
Same thing I said, yeah. Stole the focus.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Are they going to let you turn them off?
No, yeah, they are.
Okay.
No, absolutely. No, I talked to them. It's like, listen, how are we going to do this? It's got to be dark. And they're like, well, then it's too dark. Then it won't look good. I'm like, well, then what's the fix? Because we're not lighting it up. So how are we going to do it? They say that you can't get any depth. Here's the thing with these people, and that means everybody. When they tell you something can't be done, it means it's going to be a little harder, and you're going to have to put your mind to it. Doesn't mean it can't be done. You have to tell me why it can't be done, and I'll say, no, let's try to find a fix for that. I'll talk to everybody about, like, give me the reasons. And then there's young guys all over. The guy who did this guy Steve, who did the first year of my This Is Not Happening stuff, and he was able to light it as dark as I've ever seen and still make it look good. And I'm like, what are you doing right? How are you able to do this? No, everybody else says turn the lights up. New people have new ways of doing it. So you just got to find a new way to do it. So they say, since it's so black in there, it'll look like the wall just drops out behind you, and it'll just look like endless, just look shitty because of that. I'm like, well, what are the options then? So what they thought, what Spike Lee thought, is turn the lights on, and that way you can see where the edges of the room are. So
that doesn't matter though. Like the whole point of watching comedy is to like get engrossed. It doesn't matter where they are.
You need to know the space you're in.
Really, you think that matters?
A little bit. But then I say too, it's like, well, let me see what it looks like when you don't see that. And let me tell you if I can go like, no, actually, that's fine. We can do that.
Well, with the cameras they have now,
they want jibs. They want something to come across. And I was at Hannibal's taping in Chicago, and they have this giant crane that comes across the top of the audience, and they're like, no, it gets a good shot. But 30% of the audience is looking up this fucking crane over them. Well, this guy's telling a joke. He's telling a setup, and they're looking up at this fucking crane. You got to have the experience of real comedy. You got to mimic that experience of real comedy. And here's my thought. If you get a comic who's just in a real comedy experience, because every taping I've been to, we did a nasty show in Montreal once. We did 14 shows. They were all great. Then they did a taping on the 15th show. Maybe it was on the 12th show. And they put candles on the table. They lit it up a little more. And everyone did weird. And we didn't give a shit about taping Canadian television show. None of us cared. None of us were nervous. It was just everyone was doing worse because they lit it up. They changed the room. If you show a comic who's really just killing, you know, when the ice house is packed and you're fucking just killing there. Like, if you show that, I don't care if you lose a couple shots here or there. That look that you're gonna get out of that comic's face is gonna be priceless. And they always want their shots clean, but they miss that joy when you're fucking in the zone and killing. So let's tape that for once. Let's tape that.
Well, they've gotten away. What's happened is this. The same thing that's happened. Look at, there's no live fucking albums no more. There's nobody who tours beside these old guys that know how to tour anymore. For people who want to listen to music, everybody's bringing an organ out on stage.
Arcade Fire tours.
You know what?
Arcade Fire tours. They put on a show.
You see fucking Beyonce and whatever on stage. It's a fucking record player, and people paying $2,000. I got nothing against them, but it's not a live show anymore. The live show has gone away, and the live taping has gone away because everybody tries to outdo everybody. Comedy, between you and I, is not a directable thing. We've never been directed. Why is there a director here? To tell me what? To tell me what? I'd rather have a guy that's a bad comic direct me, because he could have, like John Evans said, the Phil Jackson syndrome. I'd rather have one of my buddies come out and go, dog, step up to here. I can't see you. Move up a little bit. We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.